Hey, aka Ricardo here with Not So Secretly Awesome San Diego, and I am in Balboa Park for the San Diego annual Maker Faire. Now, this episode marks a couple of really cool achievements for us. First off, you'll notice that this intro has a much higher quality than any of the other shots in our episode, and that's because we got a brand new camera. We got a really nice DSLR, and we'll be able to shoot in a lot nicer quality than we ever have before. Also, this episode is the very first that we ever have gotten an official press pass for an event, and it's very cool. We're very thankful to the San Diego Maker Faire for giving it to us. We managed to talk to a lot of very cool vendors and groups at the San Diego Maker Faire. Let's see what they were doing. Hey guys, so now we're in the Reuben H. Fleet Science Center, and the place is packed in the middle of Maker Faire, but we found this really cool local artist. Can you kind of introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Jason Hyde. I'm a professional sculptor. So that's a glow-in-the-dark sculpture called the Cosmic Void. I really like glow-in-the-dark things and night lights. Essentially, all these are like night lights, everything with lights. So they're all supposed to be kind of displayed in the dark. See, when I was a kid, I was terrified of the dark. I'm still afraid of the dark. It's a natural primal fear. So these are sort of my reaction to that.
Like when I was a kid, like it's always like monsters. The fact that like cultures, like cultural boundaries, gender, like race, doesn't matter. Monsters. They're monsters in the dark.
Yeah. I've played a lot of RPG games, and I've never played an RPG game that you can move up, like straight up. So I thought, wouldn't it be neat if you were a spirit in the afterlife? So in this game, there are a bunch of little square slots in the game, and all the figures have little pegs in them, so you can move them literally. There's over 150 pegs in the board, or slots in the board, so you can move your figure anywhere in the board. And the object of the game is to save a soul, to find another soul on the board somewhere that's hidden.
I want to know about your influences.
H.R. Giger. Zidlov Bygzinski, he's a surrealist painter. He's one of my influences. Video games, I play lots of games. I don't know, just life.
So we just found another really cool maker here in the Reuben H. Fleet. So hi, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Mike Viazzi, and my latest piece is Gramash. It's a costume that I did for BlizzCon, and it's fully wearable, and it's a big piece of silicone.
Sorry, a costume.
That's a costume. You can actually take the piece.
Whoa.
It's a wearable piece.
Whoa.
This is a big rubber suit. These are leather pants. And the boots are wearable also, so the whole thing's big wearable costume. I've been doing stuff like this my whole life, sculpting things. And making masks is something that I really love doing. And I started with just the head. And when I did the head, then it's like, well, what am I going to do with just a head? So then it's like, I've realized that I know how to do the body. It's just money and time. So this sculpt took me, sculpting the body took me about 3 months. And then molding it and then casting it took another month or two. This, the axe is just blue insulation foam carved. Feel how light that is.
Whoa. This is like nothing. It's like, what?
It doesn't weigh almost
2
anything.
pounds?
Because your hand my hands are way back here in the piece. So because of leverage, it had to be very light. And that's some of the things you have to figure out when you're making a costume is how to make it wearable.
Yeah. Because I know we talked to the 501st guys earlier, and some of those stormtroopers are like super hot and super all that just because of the nature of the armor.
The piece actually, if you look inside, it has little fans. He also has when you're wearing it, you can wear a ice pack suit that has a backpack that has ice in it and a pump. And then the suit has a vest that has tubing in it, and the tubing sits against your skin, similar to what NASA does. So it pumps water against your skin, and it keeps you at about 68 degrees. So that helps a lot, but it's still wearing a big rubber suit, and you're exerting against it because not only is there some resistance with the skin, there's the mass of everything that you're holding. He weighs about 70 pounds.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a big costume.
Wow, that's really cool. Have you done any other really notable fun costumes?
All the other stuff before this has been very small and simple. This was the biggest project I've ever done.
Wow. That is Wow, that is
Yeah, no.
probably one of the hands down coolest things I have seen at the Maker Faire
Thanks.
so far. Do you have like a website or something? Or
I only have a website, but it's very limited. But I'm on Facebook, and if you go to my page on Facebook,
all right.
It has actually the making of him in one of the photo albums, so you can see how it was sculpted, how it was molded, and how it was cast.
All right. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you so much for explaining it, and we can link all of that in the description below, so you guys can check him out along with all the other groups we've mentioned. We really suggest checking this out because, man, this thing is awesome.
Thanks.
I'm serious
Thanks a
about
lot.
this. This is super cool.
I wish. I wish. Episode 8, make it happen.
A lot of people are just kind of drawn to the mystery of the Mandalorians. You know, they're always the man behind the mask, and with the Mandalorians, it's everyone's kind of allowed to kind of show their own personality, and kind of let their own part of Star Wars kind of shine through, as opposed to something that's a little more static, like a Darth Vader or a Stormtrooper or something.
Right. It personalizes it. I mean, people get a chance to put their own spin on Star Wars.
It's probably just kind of dependent on the person. I think it's an opportunity to say, okay, this looks neat, but I want it to look like this, or I want to try a different technique to do this. It's kind of the spirit of the maker, I guess.
These are pretty cool.
These are really cool. It looks cool in there. It looks cool in the... It's hot outside.
Hey, so now we're over by the San Diego Aerospace Museum. It's pretty cool, and we're here with one of the people from Fab Lab. So what is Fab Lab, and what's it all about?
Well, Fab Lab's a place to come and construct things. You learn how to use some of the latest tools like 3D printers and laser cutters. We also have electronic classes.
All right, awesome. For all of you who don't know, Fab Lab is where I make my personal projects, like the lightsaber. You know, that's just a special effect. No, it doesn't look like that. Yeah. So you mentioned some of the classes. What kind of classes do you guys offer at Fab Lab?
Well, the 3D printer, laser cutter, various electronic classes such as Arduino, Raspberry Pi.
And so
We have meetups.
Right. And so it's membership based. It's monthly.
So the classes are typically about $30 a piece, and there is a membership, $75 membership. But you can take the class without a membership.
Maybe talk about the importance of like offering a space for people to come in and work on their projects. I know like some small businesses are run out of Fab Lab.
Yeah, we've had some startups. Companies are renting space in there. That we have office space, so you might say it's a co-working environment as well. It's a great place to come in and talk with other makers and bounce ideas off of. And you never know what skill sets they have and what ideas they might add to your project as well.
All right. Very cool. Well, we're going to check out some more spaces around the Maker Faire. But we hope that all of you guys out there in the viewership check out Fab Lab, because I really love it and all of you should love it too. The links, as with all the other groups, will be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. If you liked it, please feel free to comment, share, subscribe, like it away. We'd like to thank very much the San Diego Maker Faire for giving us a press pass and letting us cover this awesome event. And we'd like to thank all of the vendors that we covered. Their social media information, websites, everything you need to find out more about them is listed down below in the description. We hope that you guys will join us in the coming weeks when we cover the Anti-Bullying Activist and Awareness Theater Group, Theater of Peace, and the San Diego Archers, also here in Balboa Park. Hope to see you then.